We had another protest in Iowa over transgender rights. These protests are being covered up in mainstream media, so let's talk about it. This is from Who 13 News. Stick around, I'll talk about this in a sec. In Des Moines, Iowa, dozens of Iowans protested in the state house on Monday after two bills targeting trans Iowans advanced through House subcommittees. The first bill that was discussed in a House Judiciary Subcommittee was House Study Bill 664, which would prevent local governments from passing civil rights ordinances that go beyond state law. Cities like Ames, Iowa City, and Coralville have resolutions protecting gender identity at the local level. However, a law passed last session removed gender identity from this Iowa Civil Rights Act. However, a majority of the public spoke out in opposition of this bill. There was a large protest outside and a full packed room. Ultimately, Republicans advanced the bill forward. There is a House Judiciary Committee scheduled to take place on Tuesday the 10th, but these two bills were not listed for debate. So, Republicans in districts all over the country are not just ignoring trans voices and their allies, but they are silencing us too. The backlash is growing larger. Republicans are losing districts all over the country to Democratic candidates because they're ignoring their own communities and going against the will of the people. Many districts haven't elected a Democrat in 30 to 40 years. So this is a telltale sign that America hates this regime. And this is how you piss off an entire city or an entire state. These protests are growing all over the country. Republicans are continuing their efforts of a genocide against trans Americans. And this comes in many forms. Many of them are disguised as an athletics bill or a bathroom bill, but they go way beyond that if you read these bills. Iowa Republicans removed gender identity from the Iowa Civil Rights Act. They want to allow child abuse of forced conversion therapy. In other red states, children are banned from using the correct bathrooms. They're not able to identify as their actual gender in school, or they're being forced to be dead named in class. This is so abusive. Their life-saving medical treatments are banned and criminalized for the doctors. These doctors can face criminal charges for treating trans people correctly. In Utah, they are banning trans people from housing. In multiple red states, Republicans want to check women's and little girls' genitals before they can enter a restroom. This is unsafe and sexually abusive for everyone involved. In Illinois, Republicans are trying to classify trans identity as a mental illness. They called trans identity a poison. Can we classify white supremacy as a mental illness? All of this is making it impossible for trans people to live a normal life in a red state. We're seeing the largest migration in U.S. history, with trans people fleeing red states for their own safety. Almost 500,000 people so far and counting have fled red states in America. Suicide rates are going up because of a lack of access to health care for trans youth. A college athlete committed suicide because she was kicked off the swim team for being trans. This is the disaster that Republicans have created. And this year is our time to vote in people who give a shit and will hold these people accountable for attempting a genocide. We need to demand from our new representatives being voted in that they hold all Republicans accountable for being complicit in this genocide. And thank you to Iowa for protesting. We have to keep this fight up all over the place. Stay safe, everyone. Like this video, leave your comments, share this, subscribe if you want to stay updated on important news, and I'll be back soon. Bye.